Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
Partly cloudy today, cooler and 42 for the high. It's 34 downtown GR. Winter storm advisory, winter weather advisory starts tonight at 10 p.m. Some snow on the ground likely by tomorrow. It's a massive Million Monday yet again. Your chance by being caller 10 right now at 770-WGRD or 1-800-947-3979. Today, you'll get $50 worth of Hot Winnings instant win tickets. You could win up to $50,000. For more info, just go to MichiganLottery.com. You got to be 18 or over to win the Michigan Lottery. Put some play in your day. Caller 10 right now. 1-800-947-3979 or 770-WGRD. The local news story. One thing I thought was great, and you know, Meijer has been a partner of ours on the holiday break-in, and I worked there. My second job ever was at Meijer, and I actually loved that job.
How's bragging camp going?
I don't think bragging about a job I had when I was 17, I don't think that counts as bragging.
Look, you were responsible as a teen.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think anyone is going, oh, listen to that guy. He had a job.
Well, the button says that's awesome. It's just labeled weird. I don't know.
That also would have been weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Meijer is awesome.
They are. Yeah, but isn't it the sarcastic one where it's like, that can't be right?
No, this was a positive one.
Oh, it's the one sincere clip we have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
actually labeled awesome sincere.
Oh, well, that's a real treat.
It just wasn't
It's nice
the
to
right
know that
hot
was
key.
the intention.
Yeah.
But they donated a bunch of water to Flint, and they asked for it to be anonymous, and then now it's not.
Yeah, I noticed that.
How does that? Who's the one that decides, you know what, these people did a nice thing. We got to make sure even though they asked.
Or maybe that was always the plan.
You think it was a secret plan to donate anonymously but not
It
anonymously?
looks great. I would do that. Like, hey, just say we, in a little while, just leak this out. Why not? It's good publicity. It's not like they did anything wrong by donating.
No.
But I think like no one wants to be the look at us, we are great.
Yeah, and I don't think that's. I think that's definitely not their style, though.
No.
And I
No,
think
it's
I
not.
think part of it, it would seem that maybe you don't want everybody coming to knock for everything.
Well,
I mean, which is why even on the holiday break-in, we'll have some people, some really big corporations that have stepped up and said, "Hey, we'll donate this, we'll help you with this cause, but like keep us anonymous."
Yeah.
Because because everybody's got a charity. Everybody's got a fundraiser for this or a fundraiser for that or a GoFundMe for that. Some things are really legit.
Yeah.
And for those things, they'll take a look at them and they'll, quietly do it on the side. But they don't want somebody that like, hey, look, we're trying to get new guitar strings for Jimmy and his garage band.
That does happen.
Which does happen. So I'm, on a scale like this, I'm sure, everybody comes knocking, everybody wants a handout. And so it's, it's probably just easier to do it quietly.
Yeah, that could be.
If you're not looking for, if you're a startup, fine. You want the publicity, but.
Joe, we didn't get to it on the network, but I have a question about something you did this weekend.
Well, I have a couple of things that I want to tell.
Okay, go ahead.
Be it here
You'll
or in segment 17. But I want to know what you want to talk about. One of the things might be better as a segment 17 because it's kind of gross. But go ahead. Tell me.
Your injury? That
Yeah.
wasn't what I was going to ask
Okay,
about.
what were you going to ask?
I want to know if you think I only know what you told me via the email, but I feel like you placed yourself in an indefensible spot. And I want to know if you will even attempt to mount a defense in the court of public opinion. And that is when apparently you started an argument, or an argument started when you told your wife, I'm reading into it a little bit, at a late moment that you weren't going to go to dinner with her and her friends.
Yes.
Did I read into it accurately?
You read into it accurately. And of course, I'm going to mount a defense. And I did mount a defense then.
Okay.
And I'd like to think that I won hands down.
Well, let's
fair
hear
and square.
Let's hear the scenario first. Because
okay, I know that it's easy and fun to attack me most of the time. I get that. But I feel like you'll have no choice to be on my side.
okay, let's find out.
Remember was it local? No, it was segment 17. Okay, so for people who don't have 17, my only plan this weekend was I had dinner with Ellen and her high school friends on Friday. Now, I don't have anything against these are all great people who I like, and I would like to see them. But Friday night comes around, and I'm wondering what's going on. And she tells me, well, it's not exactly dinner. We're meeting them at 8 o'clock, which I know this sounds incredibly old of me, but that is too late. For a Friday, like where I didn't go home, I didn't take a nap.
Didn't plan.
At 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'm kind of getting tired. And it's not dinner. She goes, well, there's so many people that they usually just have a table and then everyone stands around. All right. I don't like this. This doesn't sound fun to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So
I just wanted to sit down and have dinner at a normal time and catch up that way.
And so now it's not just a couple of friends. It's a lot of people are all gathering. So it's like a mini reunion of some sort.
You've gone from dinner to a party.
Yeah. They come here, I guess, a bunch, a lot of people come from various places, Milwaukee and up north and here and there, where they've all moved to for the Winter Beer Fest, which was this weekend.
Okay.
And so I get home from the climbing gym and I go, I'm sorry, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go. It's not what I was sold. And I know you'll understand. And now she has been out of town a lot, and she has school. And even this weekend, she was gone Saturday because she had a birthday out of town. And so she starts kind of guilt tripping me like, well, I haven't seen you lately. And I go, yeah, but it's because you've been gone. It's not, I haven't decided.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
If you want to see me, stay home with me. Don't do what I said I'd do.
So she tries to pull that one out on me, and boom, I block it and flip her with the
figuratively, of course.
Yeah, with what I just said. Yeah, but you've been gone. It's not me. You've left, and I haven't minded.
So you use the old "it's not me, it's you" argument.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she tries to pull out when we go to Chicago, I go out with your friends. I block and counter again.
Okay, I'm curious.
Because
it seems like she's winning.
It's true. No, it does not. It does. How can it sound like she's winning so far?
I need to hear your argument. Maybe you'll change my mind.
Okay. Well, I say, yes, that's normally true, but there have been plenty of times on Thanksgiving where we drive into town and we're both tired because we've worked that day, except I'm excited to see high school friends. So I go out and you go to sleep.
Oh, that's a good counterpunch.
Yeah. That's pretty
because
hard
that's
to argue
true.
against.
And I don't make her go out. Of course not. You're really tired, and I'm excited to see old friends. Bam. Boom. Bam. And then it turned into an argument over the bed, and then we yelled a little bit, and it became just a fight about everything that's wrong.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So it devolved into all of that. And
did you end up going?
No, I stayed home and I watched some Netflix.
Did you Netflix and chill by yourself?
I went Netflix and chilled, except I was too angry to really Netflix and, in quotes, chill.
All right, that was going to be my question, is when she finally did leave, was it okay, or were you still mad at one another? And I now have my answer because you were watching Netflix angry.
No. Well, she sent a text message.
You were hate flixing.
And she apologized. And then I didn't send one back because I was being stubborn. And then I went to bed. And then she got home, and then she snuggled up to me.
No,
and she was like, I'm really sorry. And then I didn't say anything because I went back to bed. And then in the morning, everything was fine.
Did you ever say you were sorry?
Yes.
You did?
I did.
Okay,
when? This morning, just
good.
now?
Yeah, hopefully she'll hear this.
Yeah. If anyone could tell her that,
Somebody text Ellen.
Yeah,
but yeah,
let her know.
And then she even got me a card. Like on Saturday, I woke up and I went to the gym, and then I went to the rock climbing gym, and I came home and she was gone because she went and had the birthday party, and she bought me a card That's how right I was.
Oh, this is so sad that she doesn't know how much better she could have done than you.
And she never will. I remind her of that all the time.
After you guys made up and became friends again, did you go bed shopping, or are you still sticking to your guns on that one?
No, we're going to go bed shopping. We just haven't had time yet. So now what happens is every night I get into bed, and then she comes there, and she rubs me until I go to sleep, and then she goes off into her bed.
She pats you like a bear.
You know, it really helps me relax.
Like a sick child.
I, for 15 years, would say to my wife as a joke every night when she would say goodnight to me, because I've almost always gone to bed before her because of the morning show. I would always say, "You just stay here till I fall asleep." And not once has that happened. But now here
I'm
you
living
are.
the dream.
You are
I'm living your
man.
dream.
At first she would take me serious and go, I don't want to. I go, I know you don't want to, but I feel so loved if you sit here and I know that you're by me.
Yeah.
I get scared.
There's no better way to fall asleep.
Can I turn the TV on? No, you can't turn the TV on. I'm trying to fall asleep.
Oh, yeah, I know. And now with smartphones, if she's got that phone on, get out of here. Go to her old bed.
I don't care what bed you're in.
Surprised you didn't sell the old bed out from underneath her. This will get you into my bed. See you later, old bed.
Now go into your old bed from before us. So,
Well, it
yeah.
sounds like it all worked out.
Yeah, it did. It was fine. Whatever. Arguments happen. It's good to be right sometimes. Now, what I'd like to talk about in 17 is the story of what happened on Saturday. I don't know if I don't feel injured enough to need stitches right now, but I might be.
Wait, what? You don't know if you're
Turn
injured
around. Let me
enough
see the back of your head.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to look at your butt.
Well, an injury happened to me at 11:30 a.m. Saturday,
Okay.
and it's still bleeding.
Right now?
I don't know. I have a bandage on it right now, but as
I
of
don't want
last
any
night,
part of this.
when I peeled my old bandage off, there's blood on it.
Okay, so you're still seeping.
Yeah. Now, I don't. Oh, do you want me to just say it? Should we? We should go to 17, right?
Well, I don't want to know anything about this.
It gets a little weird with me peeling
Yeah.
the cut apart.
Oh.
Okay.
What the?
Okay.
17. You guys could do it.
Yeah.
by
Okay,
yourself.
yeah, well, that's fine.
You'll have a great time.
But
I
when I
wanna-
imagine
I
telling
wanna-
the story, one of my favorite parts of it was when you were sickened.
I'm well aware that that's a big selling
It's the
point.
only reason I did it to myself.
No, I don't want to hear about you digging around in this
All right.
gash with your pencil trying to see if it's bad enough.
All right, Joe. Well, I'll try to help. I've had stitches like 5 times,
Have
so
you
I have a
really?
pretty good barometer of what needs stitches and what doesn't. Yeah, I've had it here.
That's how you
here,
figure-
here, down here. Yep.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had-
That's
I've
how
had
you
a
become
few.
an emergency room doctor. You get stitches enough, they give you a stitch medal.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's the Foo Fighters, my hero. 97.9 GRD Rocks.